Well, it's kind of interesting right now. We're only about less than 2 months away from the Dogs winning the national championship in football. We're in here in Georgia on West Point. First time we've ever been here before, and it's not what I thought I'd be wearing. We're like a day from March right now, and a front came in here last night and made things all out of whack. Now, Scott's gonna see if we can still find a way to get these fish to bite on a day where everything that we normally set to the table needs to kind of be moved around. And I think Scott's gonna expand on that a little bit here, but sometimes things aren't what they seem for this time of year.
They're not. It's a cold, blustery day here on West Point. It's these fish are normally towards the back of the creeks and getting ready to, you know, hit the bank next full moon. But this cold weather has got the fish pushed back out towards the middle to the mouth of the creeks, and they're really not that active right now. But we're gonna stay with it. We're not giving up.
Now this is the first week of March. Sunday, a lot of rain came down through here. Big front came through, a lot of rain. As you know, West Point was probably already muddy, but a lot of rain. The temperature dropped by 20-something degrees, and the fish are kind of running from our jigs early in the morning like this. So Scott's about to alter techniques and see what we need to do to get these fish to bite on a day where maybe they're not so apt to do so. Better fish?
Yeah, nice one.
Oh boy.
Nice fish. I think that's gonna be bass.
I was gonna say that's a bigger fish. Yeah. Well, they're biting now.
Right under the boat. Nice fish. Man, it's just tough today.
You know, as you guys can see, conditions have changed here very, very quickly. The temperature is increasing slightly. I mean, we got out here, it was 45 degrees, and as I said, we're pretty much almost in March, but even more important is what's going on, as you can see back here. The skies are starting to clear. We're hoping there's a little bit of stability in the pressure, and that'll give Scott an opportunity to get on some fish that are hopefully a little bit more active than what we've seen so far. This is one of those days where we've had to really work to get bites. You know, we thought we'd come out here and just hammer them, but Mother Nature brought in a different plan for us late last night.
Well, what I've done is I've changed color. I've gone to a really small jig. This is just a little hair jig, and I rubbed some fire gel on the tail, and also put a fireball on with it, just to give it, you know, a little more scent. And I'm hoping downsizing with the scent is going to help us trigger a few more bites. It's been a rough day today, and you know, there's no two ways about it, but it's not over. We're going to figure out a way to get them to eat.
Well, what do we have here?
Well, it's starting to pick up a little bit. Just a nice, about a pound crappie. That weather system has really got us messed up, but the fishing is starting to pick up a little bit. We're starting to see more fish, and the fish is starting to be a little more active. They were just chasing. Now they're actually, you know, we can actually get something to eat every once in a while. But it's tough. It's a grind. Look at how many there is on the screen there.
Those are all fish?
Those are all fish. They're all the way at the front of that pontoon boat. That's on him. That is dead on him. Got him. He's tiny. He's real tiny. Charlie eat him for a snack, wouldn't you, Charlie?
Oh yeah, he's going back.
There he comes. Got it.
Got him. Let's try to get.
Thought he was going to get wrapped around the.
He tried to get wrapped around that propeller.
The motor, yeah. He's shooting some docks on West Point today. Some fun fish to catch. A lot of them under there. Look at the screen, Chris. You can sit right there and catch just bukus of fish.
Charlie, are you guarding this jig? Because look, that jig is right by your paw, and it's tipped with a crappie fireball. Is that what you're doing? Don't eat that. No, 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 don't eat that.
Spit it out, Charlie.
Spit it out. Hey.
Spit it out.
Let go. Look at that. Hey, be careful. Dogs like those too. That just means he's hungry.
Got him. He got me wrapped around the ladder.
Oh, I see it over there.
Yeah.
You gonna be able to get it out?
Yeah, we'll go ease up there, see if he's still on there. I don't know if he's still there or not, Chris. Nope.
Nope. We got a ladder.
We got the ladder, but we'll get it up out of the way.
Somebody needs to clean that ladder.
I can't even break the line.
I see the jig. And folks, that's when you know it's time to go to another lake.
I didn't want it, but he is a little bitty fella.
They can't all be monsters.
Charlie loves those kind. He'll have him scaled in no time. So we're shooting docks on West Point. We're actually in Highland Marina today. Huge marina here. Lots of pontoon boats. Lots of, here he comes. Here he comes. There he is. So a lot of cover for these fish to get under.
Oh, bam!
Woo! Nice fish.
Got him.
Got him in the dinghy parts.
Hey, you know what? Today's been one of those fun days where we've had to work, and we got blooper central coming too.
We just broke that fish off under the pontoon boat. Had to get a new jig. I've got some fire gel on my finger. Just gonna put it all in the feathers here. Put it all over the body of the jig. It's just a natural color jig with a little bit of chartreuse in it. This fire gel will stay on. Shooting docks, you know, you're putting a lot of pressure on the jig and slinging it up under the docks. It's hitting the water pretty hard, and it keeps the I have a fray in that line there. It keeps the gel stays on these jigs real well, even with all the friction on the water. We're gonna try to get back up in here and see if we can catch another one. Hopefully it won't break off and hit Chris again. There he is. Just dock shooting on West Point. This marina holds fish year round, and good fish. You know, good sized fish like that one. You know, people that enjoy shooting docks could come here and just wear them out. Well, you want a shorter rod for a dock, you know, and a fast tip, kind of a medium action rod. You're putting a lot of pressure on the midsection of the rod. This rod is a Genco 6-foot Hypersense. Get it turned around. It's a Hypersense 6. It's you want a one-piece rod. That's very important in shooting docks. And it's a fast action, fast tip rod. 8-foot rods, 9-foot rods, they don't work real well. You want a shorter rod. A lot of people prefer a 5.5-foot rod. I like a 6-foot rod when I'm shooting docks. Mine, a lot of people like 4-pound test. I like 6-pound fluorocarbon. One, fluorocarbon doesn't stretch. You can feel the bite a lot better with fluorocarbon. And I like the 6-pound stretch, just for the reason a while ago, you know, that fish got wrapped around the propeller of the motor, we broke that fish off. But with, you know, 4-pound test, you're going to break a lot of them off doing that. There he is. I'm telling you, these fish really do not want to eat today, and if it wasn't for this scent that we're putting on here, I don't believe we'd catch any of them.
Today is a pretty good experiment. What you guys haven't seen is when we got here this morning, right behind me you can see these skies are crystal clear blue. We got here this morning, it was cloudy, windy, cold. Last night it rained all night, rained all day yesterday. A front came through here. It was in the mid 70s. It went down, it was 46 when I got to the lake this morning. All right, that change in pressure, it made things tough. And don't let Scott fool you. We haven't had the worst day ever, okay? We've caught a lot of fish. A lot of people will be happy with this day. He's just not used to only catching fish every couple of casts instead of every cast. Just like we were talking about. Now that's not a bad fish.
It's not. I mean, it's for a fish to eat. You know, you can't get much better than that. There he is.
Look at that.
There's a lot of small fish in there too.
This is probably a hand-sized fish.
It is.
Dude,
I mean, that fish is 9.5, 10 inches.
But once again, he may not be excited. You guys got to understand something. We've caught a dozen fish here in probably 30 minutes. So it's still pretty good. But sometimes you got to work a little bit harder to get them. Today, they're making us work a little bit harder. You know, right now I think it's the last day of February. All you guys that live in Georgia, live in northern Alabama, you guys know that this weekend we got hit pretty hard with a good storm on Sunday. It rained everywhere. And the temperature dropped 25 degrees. Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors almost didn't happen. Let's just say things did not start easy. If any of you guys know Scott Williams, you know that he wins a lot of tournaments. He's a very successful professional crappie angler. And this morning, he was not a happy guy. You can see it in his mannerisms. You can see it in his smile or lack of smile. West Point did not start out the way he wanted it to. Now, you guys heard on the video, we were on the heels of a really nasty cold front that came through. And unfortunately, we were there the morning after. A lot of you guys know what the morning after is like, and it's not fun sometimes. Now, let me tell you, everything started out good. Or, sorry, everything ended really good. Scott decided, hey, I want to change it up a little bit. Let's go pitch some docks. And we pitched docks. We didn't use any crappie fireballs at all, simply because Scott flat out told me, hey, the balls are not going to stay on because I'm hitting structure almost every time I throw it underneath these docks. So we didn't use them. Instead, we used shad fire gel, and bingo, you guys can see how well it worked. Now, it was a great morning. It was a learning morning. It was one of those mornings where it kind of humbled you a little bit. And to be honest, Scott said to me, hey, if we don't use the fire gel and the fireballs and try to create some bites, we may not get many today. These fish are acting funky. They're acting weird. They're not your typical West Point fish. You know, he thought we'd go out there and catch 50 to 100 fish in half a day and leave. The first 2 hours, we probably only caught 10 fish. To Scott, that's like torture. He thinks he's going to catch one on every single cast. Now, those of you that haven't been to West Point, it's a well-known lake. It's a phenomenal fishery. It's an Army Corps of Engineers lake, 35 miles long, on a dammed up portion of the Chattahoochee River. It's also the Alabama-Georgia state line. You can fish the lake with either fishing license. Now, the lake has 525 miles of shoreline, and it's a great place to come fishing. There's fishing piers for people that are on the bank. There's plenty of boat launches. There's plenty of coves. There's something for everybody here. Now, hopefully you guys hit the lake not right after a major cold front comes through and just snaps everything out of whack. Still, for what Scott would consider to be a terrible day, we caught over 35 to 40 fish here in less than 4 hours. You be the judge of what kind of day that is. It wasn't what he wanted, but you know what? It shows the potential of what West Point could be like when the weather's stable. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.